MVP in Game 7. Here's the other thing I believe in. They get a few minutes from Ben Simmons. We went from Ben Simmons like, we're probably not going to see him working out with that giant rubber band, and all of a sudden, like, ooh, maybe I can get a little Ben Simmons appearance. Antoine, just go follow me down the road. If we get a little bit of Ben Simmons, maybe 20 minutes of Ben Simmons a game, would that tip the scales?
Look at that.
He's looking good. Looking better. Would that tip the scales in the Nets' favor? 20 minutes a game.
I don't think so. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Ben Simmons come back, but I just think coming back from back injury, coming back in the playoffs, you haven't played all year. I just don't think he can be effective, and I think that's why they ruled him out. I don't know if 15, 20 minutes helps them in this series. And I'm looking at the series as a whole. You got to think the Boston Celtics and their core guys are not guys that haven't been in the playoffs and made deep runs. This is not an inexperienced team, and it's not a favorable matchup for Brooklyn to play this team. I thought maybe they played Philly. Now you're looking at maybe winning the first round, get into the second round, they could possibly make a deep run. It's all about matchups. I'm not sure what every team's philosophy or thought process was going into this last 3 games of the season, but it's a bad draw for Brooklyn. The only thing that's good for Brooklyn, they ensured themselves 2 possible games in a play-in situation, and they'll be at home against Cleveland. So I like the fact that they finished the season strong and get themselves every possibility to be in the playoffs, to be in the regular playoffs. So I like the fact they did that. But moving forward, Chris, don't get me wrong. My 6 or 7 games, I'm sorry, I can't, what I'm going to do is out of respect for those 2 guys and what they've accomplished in their career. I'm saying they can go 6 or 7 games. But they don't have enough to beat Boston Celtics in a 7-game series.
You're correct, Antoine, but Brew's going to pick him to beat the Celtics or pick him to beat the Heat. Brew, can you just please consider going with your heart and pick the Nets to win the East like you want to? And you're like, oh, no, I'm still in Milwaukee. You want to beat Brooklyn. You see what I think, Brooklyn. When the time comes, he wants Brooklyn. He wants to beat Brooklyn. He picked Brooklyn before the season. He wants to Milwaukee. All I know is they didn't want none. Did they play yesterday? They didn't want none. Oh, let's not get that second seed in a little bit.
Hey, Fox Bet's given Tom Brady and the Buccaneers the second best odds to win the Super Bowl this season. Why are we discussing the quarterback's plan to go to Miami then? What's next for Six Bears?
These Bucs are better at hitting than we are.
Chris Broussard! We've waited all season for this, for you to unveil the official MVP ballot that you and only you have here on this set. Not me, not Wiles, not Nick, not you, henchman in the corner. What an honor, what a task. This race went right down to the wire. Take us through your official NBA MVP ballot. Good reference, nobody got it.
All right, Jenna, I've been voting for about 2 decades. This was the hardest vote I've ever had for MVP. This was wow. And I spent hours looking at numbers and going over everything. And here's what I came up with. At number 5, Devin Booker. All right, best player on the team with the best record by a mile. 27 points a game. Improved his passing, I believe. Defense improved. 3-point shooting was his best in years. Great season by D-Book. He deserves to be on the ballot. We'll see if he is finally. Number 4, Nick, I know you were clearing off space on the mantle for your second or third place trophy for your large Slovenian son, but I had to drop him to number 4. Look, you know this, Nick. He's higher on my ballot. He might not be on a lot of ballots, so I'm giving a lot of love. He's been great. Carried that Mavericks team. They do have great defense. I think they have a slightly better supporting cast than the guy I've got in 3rd place. Luka was fantastic. Look, he started slow, but that was only probably less than 10 games. But once he got going, he played terrific basketball. Not the defender that some of these other guys are. And in a situation like this where it was so close, that worked against him. And the efficiency, he wasn't nearly as efficient as some of these other guys, particularly being number 3, Nikola Jokic. Look, Nick, like we say, it looks like he's going to win for the second straight year. I voted for him last year. He's better this year, but I think the competition was better. But Jokic was fantastic. Look, 2 firsts. He became only the 6th player ever to lead his team in everything. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. He and became the only player in history to get 2,000 total points, 1,000 total rebounds, 500 assists in a season. It was hard not to put him at number 1. The team was a 6 seed. That's rare that you get the MVP as a 6 seed. Russell Westbrook, one of the few to do it, if not the only one, back when he got the triple-double season. And then Jokic, it's not a horrible defender. His numbers okay, but not the defender that my first 2 guys are. So number 2, I went with Joel Embiid. All right, I think Embiid is the best center in the NBA. Embiid was my guy. You guys know this. He was leading up until like 2 weeks ago. All right, he had a fantastic season, not only on the court, but he carried that team through the Ben Simmons saga off the court as well. Numbers are off the charts. The first 3 numbers are very close, even though Jokic is probably the best. And so Embiid at number 2, he's a better defender than Jokic. Was my second team center on the all-defense team. And at number 1, you know who it is. 3rd MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Congratulations, Giannis. And look, again, the numbers are similar for these first 3 guys. But Giannis had wild MVP moments. All right, and they came recently. And I couldn't get it out of my head that in the big games, and look, when it's this tight, you're going to nitpick. It'll be small little things, Nick, that determine it. And a couple of weeks ago, he goes to Philadelphia and not only drops 40 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 blocks, but he makes the game-winning play on the defensive end, not only a block, but a block of his MVP competition, Joel Embiid. If Embiid goes up and dunks it and stuffs Giannis in the rim with the ball, he might be MVP. And then 2 nights later, Giannis goes to Brooklyn. Big game for both teams. Hits the 3 that sends it into overtime, and then hits 2 free throws to win it in overtime over Kevin Durant, his nemesis. So his rival. I went with Giannis, and we'll see if the rest of the voters do the same.
Okay, listen. This is, in my opinion, the correct 5 names on the ballot, and I think Booker is a clear 5th. I think that I'm glad that you don't have Jokic winning it. Jokic is going to win it. And people will obviously regret it. I mean, wait, the guy who leads the league in triple-doubles for a 47-48 win 6 seed in the West, who has no chance of winning the title, if only there was an instance of that exact MVP happening and everyone immediately regretting it. Oh, wait, we saw it happen 5 years ago with Russ, but fine, whatever, do it again. My issue is the following, and it's not, I know, you don't, Brew has no regrets tattooed on his, inside of his forearm, and that's how he lives his life. You should regret it. Here's the thing. This has been Wild's position as a 3-man race, and I find that galling, because it should be a 4-man race. Broussard's top 4. The fact that Luka has not been considered as anything other than a 4th or 5th place finisher is outrageous. A few facts and then a number that'll show. Fact number 1. The Mavs finished with the 5th best record in basketball. Phoenix, Memphis, Miami, Golden State, the only teams with better records. By the way, no player on those teams are one of the top candidates. Luka dealt with this year a new head coach, massive midseason roster overhaul, and 0, even close to all-star caliber teams. So the very similar argument that Jokic has about lack of support, Luka can have it as well, but his team's been better. So the knock on Luka, though, has been, and Bruce said it, but at least didn't kill him for it, the slow start. Like, came in out of shape, wasn't playing well. So let me just show you the first 2 months of the year, a blind reveal, if we could, please. Luka's numbers against somebody else. From the start of the season until December 1st, Luka played more games, averaged more points, fewer rebounds, more assists, slightly better field goal percentage. That player, who we haven't heard a word about a slow start, was, reveal please, oh wait, Joel Embiid, who nobody is saying should be penalized for a slow start. Nobody. The narrative just got out because Luka was a little doughy around the middle, that he came into camp out of shape, but he still produced. And then he won Player of the Month. And now the Mavs are the 4 seed. Now he tweaked his calf last night, and that terrifies me. Hopefully it's the minorest of calf strains, because we know how dangerous those injuries can be. But Luka, at the very least, should have as much support as Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, but he doesn't. It's a 3-man race when it should be a 4-man race. That's what bothers me the most.
Fair. I think those are all good points, solidly in fourth. But there's another guy that's not being mentioned at all. He's mentioned early on, even though this NBA season, Broussard, will be defined by his emergence as a true super-duper star. He gave us great highlights, great quotes, the number 2 seed, 27 points a game. But he only played 57 games, so now it feels like he didn't qualify for the scoring race. He feels like he's excluded from the MVP conversation. So, out of the kindness of my own heart, awarding most awesome television to John Morant. John Morant, you're not going to get the MVP, but you are going to get this small local Emmy I won 15 years ago, and I'm going to mail it to the Memphis Grizzlies for most awesome television. This year has been defined by Ja's year. When we look back in the history of basketball, when Nick does another podcast talking about the greatest players, be like, when did Ja really emerge onto the scene? It will be this year. And because the Grizzlies were so good without him, I feel like we're all putting him on the back burner. He had an amazing year. I know he's not MVP caliber year, but he is Kevin Wilde's old local Emmy for most awesome television award. Ja, congratulations, my friend. We're friends now, too, John. I'm friends. I give you my local Emmy from 10 years ago.
Well, Wild and Ja had an outstanding year. There's no doubt. Look, if Ja had played 70 games, 68 games, he might very well be on this list. I mean, you know, he was being mentioned earlier. It is odd that they're so good without him. What were they, 21-3 or 20-4, something like that without Ja? But he probably has an MVP award in his future. He and Luka, Nick, they're going to be battling for league supremacy, or at least in the backcourt, for years to come. As far as Luka, I agree with what you said, Nick. I do. It's been a bit baffling to me that so many people haven't even mentioned Luka as having like any shot at winning it. And even again, he's not going to be on a lot of ballots. Some people are going to have Jason Tatum on there. Some people may have John Morant, you know, in those 4 or 5 spots. So I do agree with you that it's like I said, the slow start with just a few games. Look, the efficiency, but look, 46% for a guard isn't bad. He's improved as a 3-point shooter. So I totally agree with you that Luka should have been getting much more mention. Right.
And he's the entire offense, and people, it is correct, he is not as good of a defender as the 3 guys ahead of him, but his team is arguably the best defensive team of those 3 teams. So his lack of defense hasn't hurt the team, as Jason Kidd has built a really good defense there. We're going to do this again in an hour with Antoine. Wilds, if you could, in the meantime...
Be advised. Proceed to the safe zone. Hostile dropping in. Execute target CAO. Bounty target is up. Take them down. This is the Gulag. Survive this, and you get to redeploy. Fight your way out, and you return to the front line. Lose, and you're finished. Prove you can still fight, soldier. Going back to the front line. Great work.
Someone pick that up.
Supply box identified. Marking location now. Gas is right on your tail. Contract updated. New objective identified.
Setting a rally point.
Contract updated. New objective identified. Supply box is found. You crushed it.
UAV beginning flyover.
I'll drive this time. I'll drive.
Out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
I'll drive this time. Marking the vendor. Setting a rally point. I'll drive this time. Requesting area recon.
UAV beginning flyover.
Cheating, bitch.
Call me a cheater.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
UAV is out of fuel.
I'll drive
Returning
this
for
time.
resupply.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Supply box marked. Secure the goods.
I can drive.
Contract updated. New objective identified.
I'll drive this time. Fasten your safety belts. I'm driving.
You've got gas moving in. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Need recon at this location.
UAV beginning flyover.
Fasten your safety belts. I'm driving.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Objective found. Move to the next location.
Recon at this location.
Primary objective accomplished. All supply boxes located.
UAV beginning flyover. UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
of ID on the bounty target. Let's make this quick. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Marking the vendor.
Bounty target is down. Marvelous. You've got gas moving in.
Recon is on the way!
UAV beginning flyover.
Recon is on the way!
UAV beginning flyover.
Marking the destination. Marking the destination.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply. UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply. UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Requesting area of recon.
UAV beginning flyover.
Setting a rally point.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Keep your senses sharp. An enemy team is tracking your location.
Recon is on the way!
UAV beginning flyover.
Marking the destination.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Gas is moving.
location.
UAV beginning flyover.
Recon is on the way.
UAV beginning flyover.
I need recon at this location. Setting a rally point.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply. UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply. UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Target marked for airstrike.
Enemy UAV active.
This is Phoenix 3. Strike inbound. No enemy hits on that run.
Safe zone relocated. Friendly loadout drop on the way. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Gas is right on your tail.
Setting a rally point.
Only 10 are left. Gas is moving in. New safe zone highlighted. You've got gas moving in. You've made it to the top 5. Smashing.
Marking the destination.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone highlighted. Gas is moving. Watch your heads.
Hit the ground!
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. You've got gas moving in.
Target marked for airstrike!
Got your request. Cluster strike is active.
Gas is closing in. You're taking the safe zone.
Yeah!
Enemy teams
18!
You did it, operatives.
Put an 18 piece up, baby.